Oh my god, look at that. Look at my hair. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's having, well, is he gonna stay over there? Hope everybody's having a decent morning. It is, episode 368, I believe. Wow. They're really flying by. Hope everybody had a good Tuesday. Today Dar. It just wasn't cooperating. I'll probably get it to be okay halfway through the stream. I tried to do a side part in the morning. Let's see. There we go. I tried to do a side part in the morning instead of the night before, and it didn't work out very well. Today we're going to be hopefully developing some Viv themed stuff. I don't know. I actually do want to spend some time on it because it's Wednesday, which means that it's not the long check-ins that we usually have on Monday. Are you going on hiatus at 400 like you did at 300, Astar? Yes. After episode 400, there will be a break. There will be a break while I develop season 4. Develop in quotes because, I mean, I'll probably just be making, like, video bumps and stuff like that and, like, concept things. Because a lot of the stuff that's probably going to be in season 4 will be developed during season 3. Sorry, if that's really noisy for you guys, I do really apologize. Thank you, Gar. But yeah, I think all of the stuff that's going to be, most of the stuff that's going to be in season 4 is probably going to be developed in the latter half of this season. But yeah, I think at 400 there probably will be a break again. I don't remember how long the break was last time, Dar, but hopefully probably around the same amount of time. Give me a little bit. Maybe I'll do a couple of streams in the meantime while I'm on that break to probably test things, if I'm being honest. Because before, when I was going between 300 and 301, I was coming to Twitch at that time, Dar, and so I didn't have the resources to actually test stream changes, but since now I do have that, I think that the transition from 300 to 301 will be a lot easier when I do it from 400 to 401 because I'm not switching platforms. If you remember from season 2 to season 3, I was leaving YouTube and starting Twitch, so there was a lot of things that I needed to learn and change. So now that I'm thinking about the hiatus might actually not have to be that long, you know, because I won't be learning a whole new platform. I didn't even think about that, actually, when you first asked that question.
Now, Colt, no matter what, no fighting. Oh, come. No fighting.
Hey, what's up, Zinc? How you doing? Whoa! Did the clap not play? I think it shouldn't be lagged. Are the claps not playing? Maybe the clap's broken. I fixed the camera, now the claps don't work. Anyway, speaking of the camera, it's looking like a nice, sunny day in Los Angeles. A little bit of smog around the horizon, you can see, but other than that, really no clouds. A completely cloudless sky for today. Ava still has that meow command in spirit. It's not real, but I can hear it. I can hear it when you do it. Where's my sustain pedal? Whoa! What's he doing way over there? get back on the list. I'll be honest, guys, I got completely sidetracked and forgot the list. There's so much going on this week. Hey, what's up, Kwame? Whoa, Soups is in here. Got a song request from Dar. Dar says I'm gonna be broke. Here's an incentive to work on Viv's theme. Oh, okay. So that's actually really nice. Thanks, Dar. Okay, so I'm gonna be working on Viv's theme. For anybody that's newer to the stream, all of my plants do have themes. Viv has been growing. Well, alright, Pablo. Sorry, Dar. Pablo's stepping on your redeem. But I am gonna come back to, Pablo just really likes Firo. But I'm gonna come back to Viv, I promise. Firo's healthy as always. Firo's never having a problem. Scoliosis Omni. Firo's got a problem. Firo's got a problem for sure. I'm going to now work on Viv's theme. Since I finished Firo's theme. Hold on. Give me like 2 seconds. Because that's going to bother me, I think. Did that fix it? Did that fix it? Yeah, that's a little bit better. I didn't like how close the camera was. I was like cutting off the bottoms of the plants. Okay. Oh, actually, Soups. Wait, Soups, are you still here? It's perfect that you're here. Okay, look. I'm gonna cut it. Yo, wait, hold on. Amiibo Boy. I didn't even know Amiibo Boy streamed. Amiibo Boy, welcome and thank you for the raid. How are you? What were you streaming? Welcome, Raiders. I have a treat for all of you. But first, Soups, look. It's him. I have him here. For those of you guys that don't know, I raided into Soups' stream recently, and Soups drew me a picture of the Prince of All Cosmos. And while Soups was drawing it, I looked over my shoulder and I was like, I have a figure of this person. And if Soups is ever in a stream. And when Soups was drawing the legs, I was like, oh, look at the little leggies. They're like bean-like. And then I looked at the figure and I was like, oh, this is artistically accurate. Sorry, Garbage Truck is coming. Garbage Truck is here. Oh, he's out of here. That was a quick one for him. You know what I'm gonna do in a future stream? I'm going to have predictions where we bet how many times the garbage truck beeps, and I'm just going to give you guys a bunch of points. I'm gonna give you guys a bunch of tokens if you can get it right. Okay, Cancel Left says, Omni, did the garbage truck never used to come, and that's why they have a big presence in your stream? No, they always came. I just like them. I just have like a thing for garbage trucks, so I gave them a camera. But no, they were always here. In fact, I live in a cul-de-sac that has 4 different garbage trucks that come. So usually on Tuesdays, and since it's Memorial Day week, it got pushed back. But normally on Tuesdays, it's just a super noisy stream. But today is going to be that noisy stream. And I apologize to everybody. Thank you again, though, for the raid, Amiibo Boy. And thank you very much for the follow, Mom Socks. You know what your username reminds me of, Mom Socks? You might not like this story. You might not like this story at all, though. When I was a lot younger, my mom used to. My mom wore pantyhose, which is I actually don't know the difference between pantyhose and leggings. Is it called pantyhose because they come all the way up to your waist? Like they're basically pants? I don't know. We don't actually need to get into it, but my mom had pantyhose. And obviously she would wear them to like formal events, like church and whatnot. And I remember me and my little sister would like put them on, but we would like fit our whole bodies into like one of the legs, like pull them up and like just run around the house, and I'd like pull them over my head and pretend that I was a bank robber, and I would like stuff things in them, like put a bunch of food and like all my toys in the pantyhose and just like watch it stretch and like swing it around over my head. And my in my head they were mom socks. I was like, this is just the type of socks that moms wear. I have cool tube socks, and then moms have to wear these weird translucent big long thin ones. Anyways, I ended up like putting runs and rips in them, and when my mom asked how they got there, I would just lie. Mom, if you're watching this, that was me the whole time. It was also Ashley, though. It was also Ashley. It was like a group effort, so I would like to share the blame. Anywho, good morning, Minnie Moon. Good thing pantyhose cost like $2. Were they that cheap? Why was she so upset? Hey, what's up, Stefan? Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. $2? Oh, you know what, guys? It was Soup's birthday recently. Maybe yesterday? It was yesterday. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, my rent was due yesterday. Sorry. Anyways, Soup's birthday was yesterday. And I don't have any Sonic control on Soup's stream, so I don't get to play, happy birthday for Soups. Dapper Up from Mini Moon. Mini Moon, I'm wearing a pretty dark shirt today. It's mostly dark. There's a little bit of white speckled in, but you're gonna have to choose a lightly colored bow tie. So I'll give you the option between stripes. I'll give you the option between stripes and polka dots. I can't wear plaid over this. I can't wear tartan over this. I can't wear gingham over this. So stripes, polka dots, or checkers. Stripes, polka dots are checkered? Cross hatch? Chain link fence? I don't know. There's a fancy word for it. Mini Moon, go for it. Okay, I'm gonna give some time for Dar did want me to focus on Viv's theme. So Viv is a Coleus plant, and Viv is the only one of my plants that doesn't have a theme song yet. So today's stream is going to be devoted to giving a theme song to Viv. But first, I have to put on a bow tie of Mini Moon's choosings. Polka dots, okay. Why is my polka dot one always on the same exact hook? It's weird. I don't actually mean to put it there. It just kind of always ends up like the furthest hook from my seated position. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping you would pick the crosses. I personally wanted to wear crosses today, but I wear a bow tie every day at this rate. Anyways, this is a Campia Moda. It's a silk bow tie. It's gray, and if you know what, I don't know how well this is gonna show up on the camera because it's a garbage camera that was like $20 on Amazon. But if you look really close, you can see small polka dots, right? It's like silver, and there's white polka dots, but then that also has really big black polka dots all over it. Like, really big polka dots. But yeah, there's like these kind of micro dots and then the macro dots. I like it. I think it's a good combination. As somebody that really only wears monochromatic stuff, it also fits in my wardrobe. But thank you, Mini Moon, for that that Dapper Up redeem. I would turn this into another time where I teach you guys how to tie a bow tie, but I have to get you guys all bow ties. I have to start giving out bow ties for subs. And then you guys can tie along at home. Because I feel like there was only like one other person in these streams that actually knew how to tie a bow tie. I did want the cross, but I was worried it would clash. Oh, you were worried about the fashion. The fashion sacrifice. I appreciate that. Never mind. You know, sometimes I need someone like you, Mini Moon, for accountability. Because sometimes I'll want to wear something that's not actually going to look good. I just want to wear it. And I need somebody on the sidelines to go, Omni, those are stripes. And you're wearing a tartan set of suspenders. This is not clown college. Get your acts together. Anyways, what happens if two people choose Dapper Up? It shouldn't be possible. It's actually T. I think there's a cooldown on it, so only one person can do it, actually. If there isn't, then that's my bad, and I have to fix that. I have zero clue how to tie it, says Ava. Oh. I'll teach. I'll also do a bow tie giveaway. I actually have, guys. I have two bow ties that are the exact same because I won a contest and my friend won the contest also, and we both got the same free bow tie. And he doesn't like bow ties, so he gave me his. So technically, I could do a contest and send one of honestly the dopest bow ties I have. It's the wool one, so it's really thick. It's got like a nice like metal clasp buckle on it. Not to brag, but it's one of the higher quality ones. Anyways, Minoe says, or Minoe, my bad. Minoe says, hey Omni, do you make loops? I sure do. I use a program actually called Fruity Loops that specializes in such creations. And Viv's theme, which I'm working on now, is actually also going to be a loop, Minoe. I just noticed all the bow ties hanging up on the wall. It says, oh my god, you just noticed them? Yeah. This isn't my only bow tie rack, too. I have another one over here. But, and there's one in my closet, but I do have a lot of bow ties. In fact, I just found a bow tie last week in my glove compartment in my car. And so we do have a bow tie that hasn't been worn in the stream yet. So I look forward to being able to bust that one open. I also use FL20, says Minoe. Ooh. Do you also make loops? Can somebody give me adjectives? Can somebody... Alright, look at this. Look at this, Viv. Look at Viv. Look at Viv. Get like a good 360. Can somebody give me adjectives on how they feel about this plant? What does this plant feel like to you? This plant, a little bit of background, it's named after a Marvel superhero, actually. It's named after, or at least not really, it's named after a character in a Marvel comic. And it's named that because of her color scheme. It's green and maroon. And if anybody knows the character Vision from Marvel, Vision in Marvel Comics does have a daughter eventually that has the same color scheme. It was giving me lady vibes, so I didn't want to name it Vision. Also, Vision is a very stupid name for a plant. Anyways, Minoe says, nah, I flip loops and samples. When I make loops, it takes 2 hours because I struggle. Well, you know, struggle is part of the art, right? Vibrancy, says Many Moon. Okay. Hey, what's up, Cyber? Good morning. I'm here and the auto shop just called me, so I'm en route to pick my car back up. For the flat tire, yes? For the flat tire, yes. Viv the Vampire. Vampire. Sometimes when I really focus, guys, on trying to come up with a melody, the freaking like that's what plays in my head. And that's not what I can do. That's not what I should do for Viv. Adventurous, says Kit. Adventurous. I like this. She's got that blood in her teeth. Her leaves. Oh, vampire. Okay, so I see where you're getting the vampy vibes from now. Dar spent hard-earned money to work on Viv's theme. I'm working on it. Dar says, struggle is not part of the art. Get therapy, please, says Dart. You'll end up like Bo Burnham. Dar, if you're talking to me, that ship sailed a long time ago. While looking at the... wait, I don't want to... This is not... No. We're going to talk about that in the check-in. We'll talk about that in the check-in. Right now, I'm focusing on Viv's thing, okay? So, let me do that, please. I now associate that clown thing with a stupid Madagascar commercial from years ago. Like the movie Madagascar? Adventurous. Sphera. I like the beginning of that melody a lot. I like I'm going for adventurous. I'm going for Kit's adventurous. G stands for G money. close to Booba's theme. Yeah, too close to Booba's theme. If I went...
Picture this.
Maybe... I do really like that. I just hate these chords. I hate this chord and this chord for it because I feel like I'm gonna try to reharmonize that because those two chords are very prevalent in Booba's theme, and I don't super love the themes stomping on each other like that. Maybe. Hold on. I would have to figure out a way to like... Maybe like... Okay. Viv is the missing piece. Why is Viv's theme the most complex out of everybody's? Viv's tiny. Hey, what's up, Regular? Regular, you were in my dream last night. It was very strange. You were my boss, and you were very angry. Why am I all... Like, I think a lot of my dreams are usually, like, me pissing off a teacher, or me pissing off my boss, or my manager, or my booking agent. I feel like the overarching theme in my dreams is me... Somebody saying, hey, you remember to bring the blank, right? And I'm like, yeah. Then I'm like, pat my pockets, and I'm like, oh no, bro, I left it in Greenland. And they're like, are you kidding me? Like, hi, Flaxus. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Dear Lord, rejection sensitivity manifesting in your subconscious. Hey, Dar said something that I'm not going to refute today. How about that, huh? back into, and it's like, oh, that's how I get back into it. Ha ha ha! I figured it out. How are you doing, Flaxus? How are you doing? I like that username. Thank you for the bits, Kit. This is sounding great so far, says Kit. Thank you, Kit. I'm actually just excited to be getting a Viv theme. I've been saying I was going to make a theme for this beautiful plant, and honestly, I'm glad that I have several plants, guys. No offense to Ellis, but I feel like with Ellis becoming with Ellis being as difficult to bring back to life as she has been lately, it has been upsetting. And so it's nice to have some other plants that are at least not constantly dying. Hey, what's up, Hector? Hey, Hector, I got the notification for your follow while I wasn't streaming. Like, I was just like offline doing stuff in Streamlabs, and it scared me. It scared me a little bit. That always scares me. It feels wrong. It feels wrong, but I guess I'm always online, right? Dar says, I'm not a broken clock as much as I am like 3 seconds off. Word up. I mean, I would rather be a broken clock because then you're right sometimes, but a clock that's 3 seconds off is never really right, huh? It's never really on time, is it? Here's my infinitely larger contribution, says Dar, donating 1 bit, which doesn't even trigger the notification anymore. Thank you for your bit, though, Dar. I appreciate it. It keeps me warm. Do you like this, by the way? Because Kit likes it. Do you like this theme for Viv? Do you even like Viv, Dar? I would like to be able to do like the left hand thing of like. Yeah, up there. I would like to be able to do it with both hands. I just need a third hand. I used to be in a band called Wink, and the singer used to say, Omni, wow, you're so wild on the keys. It sounds like you got 3 hands over there. And I always said I wanted 3 hands so that I could eat like a sandwich while I play piano. That would be so great to be able to eat a sandwich while playing piano. And I went through like an hour of explaining to him how many cool uses I could have, like texting or like taking photos like of myself while I'm playing and like not need like a tripod or another person. And he was like, no, I meant to like play piano. You wouldn't use the third hand to play piano? And honestly, I don't think I would. I think I would use it to eat while I'm performing. Hello, Date Sim. Welcome back. Where would the third hand be, though? It would be like, it would come out of like my right shoulder. Did you ever play the game Evolution for Dreamcast? It was like a not so great RPG. Wait, was it even called Evolution? Anyways, the main character has like a third hand, but it's like made out of like, it's like a tech hand. It's like steampunk. It would be like that. It's so hard to hit this chord with one hand. How do you do that? How do you hit? Wait. Oh my god. That's how you hit it. I'm stupid as heck. Alright. Let me try that again. Viv's theme. At least that's the first phase of it. It should go to a second It should go to a second section, right? Omni, if you want to be Steven Universe Fusion, you can just say that. I definitely don't want to be Ivy and Sarasu. I definitely don't want to be them. I love them a lot, but I do not want to be them. That's not what I want. Tatesif says Omni relearns piano the movie. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Alright, the second section. This is good. By the way, thank you guys. I don't know if everybody's just broke. Oh my god. You know what's funny? Dar says Steven Universe Fusion, but I watched so little of that show that I actually forgot that was a thing in the show. Dar, there's actually a joke. There's actually like kind of like a weird in joke in a specific music scene, like post chiptune, where people will say Steven Universe Fusion, talking about music, like because jazz fusion is technically what a lot of Steven Universe stuff is. It's like jazz fusion with like some classical stuff, because that's what Ivy's background is. But as a joke, when a lot of people would say like, "Oh, this sounds like Steven Universe," people would say, "Oh, it sounds like Steven Universe Fusion," which is usually like if you play like classical or jazzy piano over like drum and bass, people are like, "Ah, Steven Universe Fusion." I wasn't even thinking about the context of the show, how people fuse together. No, I don't want to be a fusion. Why would you say that? Why do you say that? It's probably a joke that goes over my head. I really did not watch much of that show. Remember when the one girl goes to the bottom of the ocean and they're like, "Stay down there"? That was when I stopped watching the show. When the girl is at the bottom of the ocean. And this isn't even spoilers, because I don't even know what that person's name was or why the bottom of the ocean. But that's where I jumped off. That's where I was like, I'm good. Cyber says no spoilers. I stopped after Steven Universe's original ending. Yeah, you made it a lot further than I did. Alright. Great show, by the way. Amazing show. It's just, I think it just wasn't for me personally. Who is this? Oh, it's Cyber. Thank you, Cyber, for the Agnes redeem. Agnes has been so good today. Agnes has been amazing. And when I say that, like, Agnes does, of course, the super wilty thing. You give Agnes a little bit of water. I mean not a lot of water. I could probably spit in it. And then it just wakes up, and the leaves are like this. They're really hard. They're really, like, hard and thick, the leaves, once they've gotten properly watered. And in a way that actually none of my other plants have. Well, I guess Zia kind of has some pretty thick leaves, but they're not technically leaves. They're fronds. Agnes goes right here. Oh, we're getting the jungle. We're getting the jungle. A little bit of it anyways. Aww. I can't wait, guys. I can't wait for these plants to get bigger. And my stream turns into a nightmare. Agnes's theme. Moon says, it's extra funny because there are several ocean moments in Steven Universe. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't know that. Hey, what's up, Jay? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show. How are you doing? Hey, what's up, Stickster TV? Oh my god, okay, you know what? Listen, Dar, you're younger than me, right? Right? We're cut from a different cloth, me and you, Dar. If I hear the term backyardigans one more time, I don't know, that was Agnes's thing, by the way. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what Backyardigans is, but all of a sudden, I know it's not new though. I know it's been a thing for a minute, and all of a sudden, like in the past like week, it's like everybody's talking to me about Backyardigans. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, the music from Backyardigans, it's so sick!" Like, oh, this one song from Backyardigans, like "We are farmers" or like "We are pirates" or whatever it is. I don't know. Everybody's singing it. I don't get it. I don't know what the joke is. It's all over TikTok, says Cyber. Ah, yes. See, I don't have that, and so anytime something gets big on TikTok, about a week or two later, somebody says it to me, like a 12-year-old in the cul-de-sac, it like comes up to me and they're like, get you goo, get you, ooh yeah, baby. And I'm like, oh, is that a thing now? And they're like, oh, you don't even know what get you, oh, all right, grandpa. Get you goo, yeah, baby. It's so big on TikTok right now, like it's blowing up. You don't know what Taco Musketeer is? Oh my goodness. It's gonna take way too long to explain this meme to you, Omni. If you don't even know what Taco Musketeer is, then how can you ever fathom get you goo, yeah, baby? Dar says I wasn't even referencing the music. I just can't think of another show that goes that type of stuff. That does that type of stuff? What type of stuff? I don't even know what type of stuff it does. They aren't really that good, says Ava. Talking about the songs in Backyardigans. Word. Adam Neely made a decent video about it recently. About Backyardigans? So I understand. It's Super Zoomer reference, says Cyber. Oh. Word up. I do like Adam Neely. Maybe he'll clue me in. I like Backyardigans because there's a Pablo, says Pablo. Aww. What a sweet thing to say. I don't know why I enjoyed that comment that much. I guess I'm the same way, Pablo. Sometimes if I see me in a thing, I go, oh, that's me. Like when I saw Grimace for the first time from the McDonald's ads, and I was like, finally. Representation, baby. I'm a Zoomer, Pog, says Stickster. Are you really? Are you in disguise? I could say that too. I could say that. Would a Zoomer really say Pog in all caps? I don't know. I don't know what is indicative of a Zoomer, actually. What's only Zoomers get this reference? What is that for me? I kind of like that the plants are all being redeemed. It's like a Backyardigans. Not every character appears in every episode, says Dar. Oh! I like that too! Yes! Yes, I like that too. I like it too. Minnie Moon says Backyardigans was cute. It was like the animal version of Rugrats, but with music. Oh, they were animals. They weren't humans. TLDR, apparently, the show spared no expense on writing good music that was culturally matched the themes of the episodes, and this one song, Castaways, is like a perfect bossa nova tune, and for some reason, it's all over TikTok now. Word up. That's cool. That's cool. I guess, yeah, that's cool. I guess maybe, nah, that's cool. Minoe says, would you ever be down to collab on a song, my dude? I'm barely collabing on songs with myself at this moment. But, I mean, feasibly, yeah. I mean, I like making songs with people. Although I feel like I have to, like, know the person really well. If you're asking specifically if I would make a song with you, I feel like I don't know you. I don't even know what type of music you make. I don't know if it would work. It is my honest answer. I have no idea. I would be down, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a very finicky artist, which we'll get to in the check-in, I promise. Maybe Pablo, but all the other ones, I will not elaborate, says Dar. All the animals were black, I suppose. Cyber says, if I have to hear about this show, Backyard, again, I will jump out a window. I get that. I get that. Yeah, I feel like I've been hearing about it a lot. There's a corner of the internet, there's like 7 corners of the internet that are like booming right now, and that I just never really get to see very much of. And so there's so much happening over there. There's so much happening. Like TikTok is such a huge part of the internet that I don't really experience. So when something's blowing up on TikTok, I had my first grandpa moment. We'll get to the check-in. We'll get to the check-in. Sorry, I need to finish this though. Does anybody need any more plants? Does anybody want Zia or Booba? Ellis is right now in the ICU, so I don't know that I can redeem Ellis. Ellis is not currently in my bedroom. Ellis is in the living room. And I'm hungies. I excitedly await the defenstration. It is very fast, isn't it? Zinc, how are you doing? Zinc says, I just have a concern regarding TikTok. Your song Spring Street is not available there. Is it not? Is my other music available on TikTok? I don't know anything about this. Is it? Here's Booba's theme. This is Booba's theme. Hey Omni, Stefan loves so much Viv's name that he made a WSP group with a picture of her. WSP, windowsill plant? No, group. WSP, wasp? WhatsApp. Okay, thank you, Pablo. Made a Viv group? How come I'm not in it? I named Viv. Sorry. All right, Zia's time. This is Viv. This is Zia. This is what Zia looks like. Zia's been watered recently, so the fronds are doing the good thing, the thing you want them to do, which is reach for the sky and not for the floor. I just looked and some of your music is on TikTok. It's all stuff from Weststream. Of course it is. Who do I have to blame for this? So your music is on TikTok against your will? Wow. Now that's not pleasing to find out, says Zinc. Oh, I like Zinc. I like you in here. We're not gonna break down the mess that is trying to keep a hold of your music on the internet. I always appreciate the verticality of Zia's theme because, like, she's hanging on the wall. Aww. Wow. Reading a lot into Zia's theme, and I like it. I like it. I like it. The reason Zia's theme sounds the way it does is because I was actually writing a theme for a deer. Because Zia's a staghorn fern, and I was like, staghorn fern, stag, animal. What would I write a theme for a deer if I was writing a theme for Bambi's dad? Wherever he is. Through that movie. I don't remember much of that movie. Cancel Left says, other than music, what else you wanted to do when you were younger? I like this question, but I think I'm going to answer this question in the check-in. Checking in with you. It's time to check in with Cyber has no lag. Cyber, you're on time. I like this. Aya! All right. Thank you for the claps. I appreciate it. Welcome to the check-in portion of the stream. If you're newer to the stream, this part of the stream is where I check in on everybody in the chat. You can tell me how your Tuesday was. How was your Tuesday? Was it good? Was it happy? Did you get a lot of rest? Did you eat some porridge? Do you not know what porridge is? Would you like me to explain what porridge is? And why it's not the same as grits in my brain? Did you have a breakup? Did you watch something on Netflix? So many things that can be answered. And the check-in. I might get fired on Friday. That's not a check-in, Penguin. Penguin boo. That's a prediction. That's for a different part of the stream. Seriously though, I'm sorry to hear that. Is everything okay? Is everything okay? It's pretty set in stone. Uh-oh. Alright, well, I'm sorry to hear that. And I hope that you find new work soon. You can get into it if you want to. Make sure to put check-in the beginning of it so I definitely read it. Ooh la la. If you ever eat porridge and you have the chance to, add a tad of sesame seed oil. Korean-style porridge, baby, says Zinc. I added the baby, but that does sound kind of delicious. I'm not a big porridge fan, but sesame seed oil makes a lot of things better, so maybe that would make me like porridge. And also be just a little bit closer to Korea, Penguin says. Just want to bang my head on a brick wall, but that's fine. Everything is fine. I relate to this sentiment, Penguin, but I do honestly hope that you are okay. I do hope that you are okay. Leona had to permit the term "want to bang." I'm sorry. That's very funny. Kit says their check-in is. I'm sorry. That's very. "Wanna bang" is like. I don't know if anybody says that anymore. Hey, sugar. All right. Check-in for Kit says it's finally starting to feel like summer around here where I live, and I'm ready to have winter again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. It is warming up here. We're still in the spring, very much in LA, so it's like. Warm days, cold nights, but I'm sorry you want the winter. I'm sorry you want it. I, as a Southwesterner, also love the winter because it's, you know, I'm not getting snowed in or anything, but at least you're experiencing the changing of seasons. That's always kind of nice. Reminds us that we're alive. Hey, what's up, Randy Johnson? I'm sorry for what the sad faces were. The sad faces for Penguin Boo? It got auto-modded, Penguin Boo. You know why it got auto-modded. Or maybe you don't, actually. Maybe you don't. I know why it got auto-modded. Minnie Moon says, I was actually wondering where you got the idea to make themes for your plants. Is that alright to ask? That's super fine to ask, Minnie Moon. I'm just a music person. And so I shoehorn music into places where it doesn't belong. The fact that the plants have theme songs and music-based redeems... I am afraid. You know what? Actually, Benny Moon, you opened a door. You opened a door, and I'm gonna go in it with you because this isn't something I really wanted to talk about in today's stream, but it is something that I need to talk about in the streams in general. This stream is I'm going to lose track of it at some point, right? At some point, I will wake up and go like, "Oh my God, are we really 700 streams in? When did this happen?" It's going to happen. And I have to actively, Minnie Moon, I have to actively remind myself, Twitch, and the people in the chat that I am a musician. I can't let this get away from me. And so if I do start to stream video games or something, that can never overtake the music of the stream. I have to be a musician. So it's like, is this a plant stream? Not really. I'm not a horticulturist. A horticult member. I'm not really a horticult member. I just collect plants, but I'm like, how can I make this still musical? And I'm like, oh, I can give them themes. I can play a little theme song every time they get redeemed. It reminds me that it's musical. You know, we can have our morning medley movie night, right? Where we watch movies on the weekend, and I'm like, how can I make this musical? And I can like take little samples from the movie and put them in a song, maybe. You know, I try to like reinforce an overlay of music on most of the stream activities. And so having theme songs for the plants just felt like an easy way to kind of incorporate themes and the musicality in the stream. Many Moon. Very good question, though. I don't know that anybody's asked me that before. Pablo agrees that I am a musician. Cyber reminds people that I am indeed a musician. I love your music, says Pablo. All thanks to Zinc. Oh. Horticulturist, says Liana, is the term. Horticulturist. Horticulturist. Horticulture. God, that does not roll off the tongue for me, but at least I know the right word. Thank you, Sans. Thank you, Liana. You can join me on my stream, OmniBoy, if you want a game and not worry about selling the good name of your music on Twitch. Oh, I probably will be getting Virtua Fighter today. I have some work stuff that I have to do, but I will probably be getting Virtua Fighter today. I need to have a break from that dodgeball game because it's super addictive and very fun, and I like it. Thank you so much for asking, Mini Moon. But again, we are at... Hi, Yasmin. Cassine. We're in the check-in part of the stream, so please check me on how your Tuesday was. Please check me on how your Tuesday was. Was it good? Did you make a pie? Did a pie make you? Did you do like me and go to... Where did I go? What did I do? There was something that I was going to get to. Oh, I watched the Bo Burnham thing. I'm going to keep doing my very long check-in while everybody else checks in. I'll pause mine to read your guys's as is, I guess, the custom of this section of the stream. Randy says they would love to watch me game. I have like a weird set of guidelines that I would need if I'm going to game in front of people. One, it can't be a game that has like very involved story because I don't want people to spoil things for me. And two, I hate it when people talk to me about what to do. I don't like backseat gaming, and it sucks because I feel like that's a really cool way to engage with people, but I hate it when, like, for example, if I'm like playing Resident Evil 7 and I can't figure out where to go next, I don't want somebody to tell me or give me hints. I want to just struggle. And sometimes that's not fun to watch as a Twitch audience member, so that's why I typically don't stream. But I mean, streaming something like that dodgeball game would be fun. Sans' check-in is, did you remember the question you wanted to ask me? I still haven't remembered it, Sans. I still haven't remembered it, but it will come to me. It will come to me. Omega 11's check-in is that they were just mass cleaning, something that I actually need to do. Liana's check-in is, it's about my weekend. I bought a Wacom tablet. I know what that is, Pablo. I bought a Wacom tablet, and I'm loving it. Today I wanted to watch your stream while I'm drawing and painting on it. Well, congratulations on getting that. I remember the first time I went over to an actual artist house and they had one. And I was like, wow, I've never even heard of this. But why would I have? I'm not a visual artist, so it's not really something that's marketed towards me, but it seems really cool. Almost like space-age technology. To me, anyway. Liana's check-in is that their Tuesday was terrible, but they had good food and boba to cheer themselves. Me too! Me too! Oh my god! Liana, me too. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to get into it. I can't wait to get into it. Hey, what's up? Mackie? Mackie. That's a company that I think they make speakers, is why that sounds familiar to me. Hello, Mackie, and thank you for the follow and welcome to the show. How was your Tuesday? We're checking in with everybody's Tuesday right now, and since you joined, you might as well clue us in. You can sit in my backseat anytime, says Cyber. Just make sure to buckle up. I like this. It's inviting, but also cautious. It's letting people know. It can be a bumpy ride. Randy Johnson says, I don't know anything about any games, so I promise I won't backseat game. A promise of ignorance. I don't know anything about any game. That can't be true, Randy. It can't be true. Tinder says, I celebrated with friends in K-Town last night. Tinder, I just did that. K-Town, Los Angeles? Anyways, K-Town last night. Imbibed? Oh my god. I don't know what that song... I don't know what that word is! This is a new word. Can somebody tell me what this word means? Imbibed entirely too much. But had a good time with friends. Hey. At least you had a good time. That's kind of that was my experience a few days ago. But that's really cool. Where did you guys celebrate specifically in K-Town? Give me details. Mini Moon says my check-in is that my Wednesday is going pretty swell. Visiting my mom in the hospital again today, but we're doing great. This is a good check-in. I like this, Mini Moon, and I'm sending all of my good vibes and well wishes to your mother in the hospital. My check-in is I played like 40 matches of Virtua Fighter with friends on the stream, and I'm excited to play more, says Cyber. Watching you play that game That game doesn't make any sense to me, but you seem very good at it. I'm not very good at 3D fighters. 3D fighters, I would say, are kind of my, like, weak spot in gaming. 3D fighters and first-person shooters are not, like, what I excel at, but I can still have fun playing them for sure. Pablo says, I wanted a microcork for no reason, but I'm a zero musician. Pablo, lucky for you, the microcork, you don't need to be a musician to know how to use it. It's extremely user-friendly, and if you think of it, Pablo, listen to me, Pablo. If you think of the microcorg as a toy and not as a musical instrument, it actually helps explore it. I would actually venture to say, Pablo, that if you treat the microcorg as a musical instrument, it might actually hinder your ability to use it. Because I know coming from like keyboards and pianos, trying to use the microcorg, it's not the same. It works more like a toy, like kind of like how synthesizers do, more than it does like a traditional musical instrument. Maybe go on with that mentality, and it might actually help you excel at it. Pablo, just food for thought. Yang Mani barbecue, Korean barbecue is where Tinder Grunts was celebrating. Imbibed, Googling, says Zinc. Thank you. Randy Johnson says, I honestly really don't play video games that much, but I guess it isn't 100% true. But I still promise I won't backseat game. I appreciate this promise and I'll hold you to it, Randy. Zing says, according to Google, consuming liquids. Wow, wait, who said that? Who said that first? Who said imbibing first? I'm scrolling, but I think I scrolled past it. Oh, was it Tinder? Yeah, it was Tinder. Tinder, you just taught me a new word today. I've never heard that word. That's really cool. Imbibed. That's really cool. Wow. Mackie says, hello, and thanks, mate. My Tuesday has been all right, even though I've been crazy tired. I feel you on that, Mackie. I've been a lot of things, tired being one of them, but did you go anywhere? Did you get anything cool done, Mackie? Did you eat anything delicious? Delicioso? Well, lucky for you, there is no better game to practice 3D games than Virtua Fighter. That sounds like an ad. But I mean, I'm already going to get it anyway, right? You don't have to give me ads for free things, right? No, that's absolutely not true. You still have to give me ads for free things, and sometimes I still don't partake. Thank you, Vuv. Your medley has been making it all the more enjoyable, says Many Moon. Oh, thank you. I used a microcork one time. I fall in love, says Pablo. It is a very alluring instrument. Tuesday check-in, says Randy, was pretty good. Had a Zoom meeting that I was a little nervous about, but it went super well. Then I helped fix my friend's bike. We went on a road and hung out with other friends. Heck yeah. Like a bicycle bike or a motorcycle bike? Whoa, wait, hold on. Aang? Hold on. Amiibo says, I got a 23-person raid today, and now I feel so motivated to keep streaming now. Amiibo boy, listen. Amiibo boy, listen to me. I'm new here, right? Don't let the number of the episode fool you, right? I know it says 360 whatever. It's not true. It's a lie. It's a lie, Amiibo boy. All of those episodes were actually on YouTube. I didn't come over here and, I came over here roughly 60 streams ago. So I consider myself new to Twitch. And so I remember when you came into the stream and you said you were thinking about getting into streaming, and you were kind of nervous about it. So the fact that not only you raided in here, thank you again for that raid, but the fact that you are telling me now, weeks later, that you feel motivated after getting this 23-person raid makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm looking at your trajectory through Twitch from a dark corner in the room, and I'm liking what I'm seeing, Amiibo boy. It sounds good. Thank you so much for the sub, Aang. I didn't even know you were in here. I appreciate that sub. I still need to get to my check-in, but thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Hey, what's up? K McNary? K McNary? It's your first episode, says K McNary. I like your tie, G. Fly. Thank you. It's who did this to me? Was it Zinc? Was it Mini Moon? Somebody gave me this tie. Somebody gave me a Dapper Up redeem. It's a silk tie. It's from Men's Warehouse, and it is gray with little white polka dots, and big black polka dots on top of the little white ones. You can't really see the little white ones from this distance, but I'm not going to take it off. But thank you. I really appreciate the compliment, K McNary. Am I saying it right? McNary or McNary? Where's the emphasis go? You inspired me, man, says Amiibo Boy. Thanks a ton. You're welcome a ton. And thanks a ton again for coming in here still. I I appreciate that. I said we went on a road, an electric bike. An electric bike. Whoa. I have zero experience with electric bicycles, so the fact that you helped your friend fix one is already a conversation that goes over my head. Mick, like, just Irish names. Oh, okay, McNary. McNary. Like McDonald's. Okay, cool. Thank you, and welcome to the stream. We're doing the check-in portion of the stream right now. Kay, if you would like to catch me up with how your Tuesday went. How was it? Was it good? And while I'm waiting for Kay's possible check-in, I will do my own. Yesterday, I did my typical pizza. I went and I got my pizza slices from Pizzanista. I got some boba to cheer myself up. It worked. And then I bought some more Calpis for the stream this Friday from Daiso. And then it was T-Mobile Tuesday, so my roommate wanted to get some free ice cream. I did not partake because I had already had pizza, and I feel like following cheese with ice cream would probably kill me, so I did not partake in the ice cream. And then I watched Bo Burnham's Netflix special, and it made me very undescribable feeling. There's a thing. I feel you on the lonely thing, Kay, by the way. I feel you on the lonely thing. Yeah. That's me for sure. That's me for sure. I'm like talking. I mean, I know you guys are all here, but I'm talking to a webcam right now. I feel you on the lonely bit. I'm sorry though to hear that, Kate, and I hope that there's a swift end to that soon. I hope you get to see some people. I hope some folks come around, and you're a little less lonely. One less lonely Kay, right? How old was Justin Bieber when that song came out? One less lonely girl in the world, I think was the song. Kay says, my friends got nothing to do, always, and I train every day, and on my free days, they are like, nah, I got no time. Word. I feel that. I feel that. I still am sorry to hear that, though. But you're training. At least you're active. I guess that's better than wasting away. I watched the Bo Burnham thing, and I feel like there is. I'm not gonna discuss it in case anybody still wants to watch it, and I'm not gonna spoil things. And yes, I consider spoilers. Even I extend that to comedy specials or whatever you call what Bo Burnham does. So I won't really talk about the content and what happens in it and what he talks about, but I will say. Artistry, it's different for everyone, right? There's some people that are always out and they're always doing stuff, and then there's people that do stuff and disappear and come back and do stuff again. There's all kinds of different approaches and existences in art. And I think that the one thing that feels like a significant change to the art was the advent of the internet. And I honestly miss, if I'm being completely transparent, I miss not seeing people between things. I miss when a song would come out, or a movie would come out, or a fashion line would come out, or a video game would come out, or blank. Something comes out, and then you kind of just don't really hear from that thing. There's still a few things that's true for, right? Like, I feel like a lot of game companies are like that. Like, they release a game, and you're like, wow, this game is great. And then until they're ready to promote the next game, you kind of don't really hear from them. It's not like a bunch of, like, game devs are just, like, running around, like, going like, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Like, they're kind of, like, busy. Trying to, like, hold on to sanity and productivity at the same time. And then, like, the second game comes out, and it's like, wow, I haven't heard from this studio in 5 years. Look at this sick new game they made. And I feel like, with like solo creators, it's not necessarily the case. If you're a comedian, you have a lot of stuff you do in the meantime. Maybe you do like Instagram videos, keep people engaged. If you're a musician, I mean, you do whatever the heck I'm doing. You got a stream, and you have like a Twitter account or an Instagram account, and you're doing things. I feel like Bo Burnham is somebody that, at least in I don't know, maybe he has like a super active Twitter account, but for me, I feel like I've only seen Bo Burnham 3 times now. I saw him for one special like years and years ago, and then I saw him for another special years after that, and then I saw him for this special, and the amount of like significant change I've been able to see in that dude. Again, no spoilers for anything in the thing, but just the amount of significant change I've been able to see in him, both mentally and physically and emotionally, is like, wow. It's more jarring. It's more jarring. Like, you guys, a lot of you guys are like in here pretty often. And I'm here 5 days a week. So I'll do like little subtle changes, you know, like, oh, maybe I trimmed my mustache, or, you know, now I'm wearing these. Now I got some plants. But for a lot of people that don't know that I stream, and that's the majority of my fan base, right? They haven't seen me in a really long time. And so maybe when I came back, they'd be like, oh, what the heck? Where are these plants? Since when do you have plants? And I'm like, oh, I guess that is a thing that's different. They're like, since when does your music sound like this? And so it's really interesting. I feel like the stream portion of my existence artistically is almost like you people live with me, in that you see me pretty often. So everything is changing gradually. But then there's a lot of other people. Thank you for the lurk, amiibo boy. And then there's some other people that, you know, only get to see me maybe once a year, once every couple of years when I do a tour or something. And the change is like really dramatic and sometimes jarring for them, you know, when they're not there for the journey. And I think that the internet has made it a little bit harder to do the latter, to exist in blips every so often, instead of existing just a little bit all the time. Anyways, let me scroll up. I'm pretty sure I missed some stuff. K McNary agrees that that's them too. I'm so upset my sub expires in a day. My Prime sub isn't available until the 7th. Says Penguin Boo. Aw. We'll make it work. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen, Pangu. I like Pangu. I like saying Pangu for some reason. Dora says, I feel like it works sometimes to be personable, but sometimes it's like, God, ugh. Dar, yes. Yeah, this is a thing, Zinc. This is a thing. They literally fire their marketing staff until the next title, says Aang. We don't need you anymore. Get out of here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That does make sense. And then, yeah, you just wouldn't hear from them anymore. There's nobody that's working to make sure that you do. It's so interesting. It's also interesting. It's a conversation that we would have to have like every stream for a whole season to like get anywhere with that combo. But it's interesting. Not to bum anybody out, but I am glad that I'm glad that the internet wasn't always a thing for me. I'm glad that I learned how to be an artist on my own, kind of, and in my like flesh. Okay, I gotta start saying IRL more often instead of flesh, because saying flesh community to me sounds fine, but it has been brought to my attention recently by a dear friend that flesh community sounds like something else, and so I'm not gonna say flesh community anymore. But my like in the flesh, in real life community, that's how I learned how to be an artist. And learned how to express myself through art. And then I came to the internet. And I feel like if the internet was always there and I learned how to be an artist through the internet, I'm not saying it would be better or worse, but it would be very different. It would be very different. And I'm becoming more and more aware of that recently. That like the internet having not always been a thing for me as a kid and as like a younger artist, I'm reaching back and I'm pulling a lot of resources out of that specific time for me to kind of keep going. So, Chaos Nick is here. Welcome, Chaos. Chaos says, I like that you don't see a conflict between being a producer and a composer. I am the same. I also agree with what you're saying right now and making art on your own. Yeah, being a producer, being a composer, being an arranger. I feel like a lot of people that I know that do see that conflict, Chaos, are quite a bit older than I am, right? Like, they will be like, are you a producer, are you a composer, are you a songwriter, are you an arranger? Because those are distinctly different tools, right, Chaos? But I think that people that learned how to be a musician in the SoundCloud era kind of just took on all those roles. It's like a really weird thing. I think that's actually a thing that, which is a bigger conversation, but I think that that's a thing that happens often, not even just with music. I think that as things become more accessible, people just become more diversified in their skill set, right? Like there was once a time where people only knew how to do like, and there still are people that only know how to do traditional art. And I feel like so many of the artists I know today know how to do traditional art. They can do digital art. They also know how to like color things very well. They understand shading. They can do line art and they can color and stuff. They might even know how to animate a little bit. Like they know how to do so many things. And I think that that's true for musicians as well. It's like there are people that their only thing was just arranging and or composing or producing or performing. And now it's like everybody knows how to like perform, promote, produce, tour, mix, master. It's a lot, you know. It's a lot. But yeah, I don't see the conflict in it anymore just because I think that I like grew as an artist in an era where those lines were being blurred pretty hard. It is an intense phrase, says Egg. Yeah, the flesh community. My in the flesh community. I think it's because I'm leaving out the in the. If I say, you know, in my in the flesh community, or like when I like to engage with my in the flesh community, or when fans see me in the flesh, when fans see me IRL, when I hang around in IRL spaces, when I hang around in the flesh spaces, flesh community, IRL. Ugh, I miss when IRL wasn't a thing, when that wasn't a distinction we had to make, but I'm going to move on. I'm going to sound like a grandpa. Kwame says their check-in is that they had a great therapy session yesterday. I remember getting the tip-off for this, yesterday's check-in. So I'm glad that it went well. We decided to change my schedule to one time a month. Feels like I'm graduating. Trying to keep good vibes flowing through the week. I've got plans with someone this weekend that I'm really looking forward to. I'm envious, Kwame. I'm envious. It sounds like an amazing check-in. I've got none of those things, but I do kind of feel like I'm graduating. We can connect on that. That's really cool, Kwame. I'm glad that the meeting went well, and I'm glad that the schedule is even one time a month. That's sick. You must be doing great, and I hope the plans go well this weekend. If I don't see you in tomorrow or Friday's stream, Dara says the internet was always a thing, but I didn't grow up on it. Oh, they're talking about their own experience. The internet was always a thing, but I didn't grow up on it. At least not in my youngest years. I feel like I fall into a very nice niche of humanity. It gives me this like acute cultural conscience that most other people don't have. You're a lucky one, Dar. You barely squeezed out alive, huh? A Cancel Left says, I would like to hear your answer to my earlier question if possible, says a Cancel Left. Sorry, let me scroll up, Cancel Left, because I got so sidetracked. I don't remember what your question was. And I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling. I remember that was the question that actually brought us into the check-in, so thank you for reminding me and not just thinking that I was ignoring you on purpose. I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling. I just saw that Pretty Amateur was here. I tuned into your stream today and in the middle of an anxiety attack, and you calmed me down almost instantly. Thank you for the good vibes, says Pretty Amateur. Pretty Amateur, I didn't see your comment, but thank you, and thank you for being here if you're still indeed here. Wow. I miss some good stuff when I'm like, when I'm mouthing off. I'm sorry, guys. I don't see it. I'm so sorry to do this to you, but could you repeat your question? Because it's not even letting me scroll up far enough, I guess, to see it. Like I hit a wall in my up scroll. Can you please ask it again? Because I do think that your question was the one that brought us to the check-in, though. Chaos says, that's interesting. I can see that. But I was also going to say younger, and that I see young people, especially in America, less and less interested in actually learning to play instruments. And different conversation, right? Completely different conversation. I see what you're saying. You're right in that. There used to be a time, right, when I was playing with a lot of bands. Now, even when I go and I play, like, my more electronic shows, it's kind of rare for people to know a musical instrument. Most people kind of look at me playing the piano. They're just like, I wish I knew how to play the musical instrument. Meanwhile, I'm looking at people like freaking Lewis Cole or Jacob Collier that can play, like, 13 instruments, and I'm like, wow, I can only play, like, 1 or 2 instruments. I'm a failure. So it's interesting. Yeah, I think there's less of a maybe a motivation today for kids to learn traditional instruments, and that can be kind of sad, but I think that they're both important. I think that knowing how to play a musical instrument is cool because you develop this intimate relationship that I've talked about before in the stream, Chaos, with that instrument. But I also think that can be true with a DAW, with software. I think that it's important to have both of those. The tactile, very real acoustic analog relationship, and this kind of more digital, figure-focused relationship also with art and how to make it. I think that they're both really important, and I think that anybody who focuses more so on one than the other is essentially kind of missing out in a way. But it's okay, you know. It's okay to miss out as long as you're getting what you want out of X thing. K. McNary says, educational stuff changes in productivity due to the easy accessibility. Yes. The internet has made a lot of things easily accessible, and that has changed things irrevocably. Omni, you sound like a poltergeist. You're my favorite grandpa, Omster, says Dar. A poltergeist? Jesus Christ. Oh, it's because I was saying flesh spaces. Word. Sarah's got 1.3 feet in the grave. 1.3 feet is a lot. 1.3 feet goes at least up to my knee, I think. Other than music, what did you want to do in your life? Yes. What did I want to do? So past tense, like when I was a kid, other than music. Honestly, at Cancel Left, when I was a kid, I didn't want to do music. When I was a kid, I didn't care about music. This was not a thing for me. None of this you're saying mattered to me. I really liked video games. I wanted to be a video game maker. I wanted to make games. In fact, I got RPG Maker when I was not that old. Like, I mean, I didn't have my own computer. It was a family computer. I wanted to be a game developer. I wanted to, like, draw. I had a lot of, like, visual art that I made. I had, like, guys, notebooks, Cancel Left, like, notebooks full of drawings, poems, like, all this stuff I wanted to write. I had short stories I was writing. Music was not a thing at all for me. I mean, every kid has phases, right? Like, I wanted to be like Tony Hawk, so I got a skateboard, but I really was super into drawing. And I even, on my DeviantArt, I have, like, flash videos of, like, visual art that I would make. And it's not good, you know? When I look back at it now, I'm like, wow, this is super rough. But I was, like, really passionate about it. And I think that answers your question. I think that, I mean, there was a lot of art things, right? If I try to give you an answer that doesn't include art, like what I wanted to do in life that wasn't art, it's usually a lot younger. I think I decided I wanted to do art stuff pretty early, like in high school, but it wasn't necessarily music. I didn't make a lot of music when I was in high school. I was just kind of like bouncing around from different art forms. But when I was like a kid, I had like things I wanted to do for all the wrong reasons. I wanted to be a firefighter because they looked strong and everybody liked them. I wanted to be a preacher because every time that he talked, everybody listened. And as a kid, I didn't feel like anybody listened to me. And I was like, this seems like an easy ticket to be listened to. So I thought I wanted to do that. You know, I thought I wanted to run a restaurant because I liked food. And I was like, that's where the food comes from. Yeah. So like silly things like that. But I do think I really wanted to be a game developer, you know, for quite a long time. But that was all before I understood what a game developer did. I didn't really know what they did. I just knew they made the thing that I loved, and I wanted to be on the creative side of that. Really good question, though. I've been playing classical guitar for 20 years, says Chaos, and started making most of my music on analog synths for the past 6 years. Holy crap, 20 years. Whew. Oh my goodness. That's sick. Congratulations, Chaos. That's dedication. K. McNary says, it was up in the chat, but I didn't want you to scroll up. My plan is going to modeling and still producing my music, like dropping a single almost every week, trying to get more streams in, and maybe working on music videos. While that, I'll just, oush, or oosh? I'll just wish, I'll whoosh, I'll push my Insta with those model pics, says K. McNary. And K. McNary also wanted to make video games. That sounds like a good goal, by the way, K. McNary. Sounds very productive. Single almost every week. I did that, actually. In 2017, I put out a single every week. And then I compiled them into one big, well, a lot of them into one big mixtape. Thank you for the follow, Chaos. I want to follow. Hey! I like it. Wait, I'm going to get to the bottom of the chat because I'm a little bit behind. But I do want to talk about that, the Chaos follow. The Chaos Emeralds. I also wanted RPG Maker, says Chaos. Ooh. Too bad all the JRPG games that inspired me no longer exist in that way, and all the companies and the games that were made in Japan anyways. I hate to be this guy that says the same thing everybody else says when someone says that thing. I feel like this is like a scripted response at this point, Chaos. But there is, Is that one company based in Japan? Triangle? The company that made, like... What were the games they made? They made games, but are they based in Japan or are they based here? I feel like there's a few, like, pretty inspired US companies that make JRPG style games, but I mean, I don't have a big Rolodex of them to, like, recommend because I personally don't play JRPG style games anymore. A Cancel Left says, so now as an adult, what would you do if not music? As an adult, what would I do if not music? Absolutely nothing. As an adult, if I didn't do music as a career, I would be not an artist. And that touches kind of on the Bo Burnham conversation that I was having. Being an artist is great and it's all really, really cool. But my personal experience in art and art career has been very taxing. It has been very exhausting. And I think if somebody was like, okay, you get to re-roll as anything else you would want to be. You're not necessarily guaranteed success, but you're guaranteed a skill set and other thing. I think I would re-roll as a normie who's like really good at like billiards or something. Or like fixing microwaves. I don't know. The Preacher One hit sets K. McNary for wanting to be a preacher just because they're listened to. You wanted to be listened to, and now look at you, says Zinc. Wow. That's a good point, Zinc. You want to know something really whack, Zinc? I still don't feel listened to. Whoa. Maybe it was all up here all along, Zinc. Maybe the problem was inside. The problem was from within and not from without. Sentiope says, that's how I felt when I was younger about the video game developer. Yeah, I think a lot of us did, right? You wanted to make video games because you loved video games. Chaos says, my stream is focused on that hybrid type of music, including my music. I have to go now, but if you seem like a kindred spirit. We'll watch again once I can. I am from LA, but escaped many years ago. I have still not escaped. I am still in the captivity of Los Angeles, but I'll definitely look forward to seeing you again. Chaos. Send me the mixtape, please, says K. McNary. The mixtape was released. It's called Lush Dream. And apparently there's songs from it on TikTok. Apparently the mixtape is on TikTok, and I just didn't know. So you can find it there, I guess, or at least parts of it. But thank you, K. McNary, and Senshi, and Jin. Jin, I didn't even see your follow. Thank you for the follow, Jin. Hold on, because I got, like, locked in. And thank you, Chaos, again, for the follow. Triangle says, Chaos, yeah, none of them really inspired me. The ones that really did were weird individuals on Steam. Lisa the Painful. Oh, okay. You got 17k follows on Insta, says K. McNary. Do I? Do I? That's never mind. I shouldn't say that. Yeah, I guess I do. You got people listening to you 5 days a week, says Liana. I know, that's why the problem's up here. Liana. My brain bad. Maybe the listeners were the friends we made along the way. Maybe the friends were the listeners we made along the way. That's probably actually more accurate to me. I'm gonna listen to your stuff all night long, says K. McNary. Thanks, K. McNary. I appreciate that. What the heck? What a nice person. Whenever somebody joins a stream and I start talking to them and then eventually I see the notification for their follow, you know what it feels like? This is oddly specific, but in school, I don't know if kids still do this, by the way. This is grandpa talk now. I don't know if kids still do this, but in school, the day that they were handing out yearbooks, and like you would go pick them up and they were like pulling them out of this box and handing them off, and it's like they smelled so good, and you flip through them and it's like, oh my god, these new pages, like everything about getting the new yearbook was amazing. And I remember going to like my homies, right, and being like, yo, check it, and they'd sign it because that's what kids do. You sign the yearbook and you say, have a good summer, you stupid idiot, I'll see you in about 3 months. But it'll feel like 3 years because we're all 15 and we don't have a proper concept of how time works. And I would do that with all my friends. And then you would kind of test the waters by going up to somebody cool, maybe somebody you weren't that cool with, but you're just like, hey man, like how's it going? Like, yeah, I got that yearbook thing. Like, oh crap, you got one too? Wait, let me see. Like, that's sick. If you check the glossary, oh yeah, I know you were on the like cheerleading team. And so I was like looking at this, like look at this photo, like I was in the yearbook club, so like we put this together. Oh, you want to sign it? Oh, that's weird. All right, yeah. Go ahead. You can sign or something like that. What you gonna write? Oh, yeah. My parents are getting me like a cell phone, so like you can go ahead. Like, oh yeah, you can put your number in there. They can call you if you want to hit up the A&W combination KFC or something sometime this week. That'd be sick. Because who knows when we're gonna see each other again. Oh, you're going to Hawaii for the summer? Yeah, my family broke. I ain't really going anywhere, but I'll be here when you get back. Like you would take it up to somebody, and you would kind of hope that they would sign it, but there was no cool way to ask somebody, "Will you sign my yearbook?" Because you sound like an idiot. You sound like a fool. That's how I feel when I get the follow from somebody I've been talking to. There's no way to ask somebody to follow you, but after talking to them for a while, and then I see the follow come up, I'm like, I did it. Anyways, I don't know if kids still do that today. Do kids still do the yearbook dance? Do kids still do that? Or are we done with that? Is it? Kids definitely still get yearbooks. Superbell says, "Is this how it is anymore?" I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Guys, the garbage truck is here, and I have to use the bathroom so bad because I've been drinking water all morning. So I will be right back after I read Zink's thing. Hold on. Zink says, I started thinking about the TikTok music thing. How about Instagram? I post a lot of stories with music. Your music. Tamagoo, Dark Cat, and similar artists. Should I stop that too? Honest question. I always thought I was supporting you guys. Okay, so listen. I never am going to imply that I want you to stop doing that, Zink. You are so thoughtful, and you are so mindful and considerate to even think about it that way. Yeah, sometimes my music ends up in places that I didn't exactly mean for it to be. Instagram is not one of those places, by the way, Zink. I put my music on Instagram on purpose. But what I'm saying is if you find my music somewhere, try not to burden yourself too much with whether or not it's supporting me. Try not to get, it might sound like counterintuitive because it's like I want to be supported, obviously. But at the end of the day, you, in your own mind, are trying to listen to the music and you care about the music, and that's really what matters. If you want to support artists, you can always buy their album off of Bandcamp or something like that. But in general, it's okay. If you're listening to it on TikTok and you're putting it in videos, that's actually okay with me. I was kind of joking, I didn't put it there. Definitely didn't put it there, but don't worry about it. Really don't worry about it. That's so sweet. What was your motivation when you were 17 years old? Girls, probably. K. McNary. Probably girls. And, yeah, girls, I think. Girls, I think, is the answer to that question, K. McNary. The plants, so we're framing you. Wake up close up. Yeah, it's like the jungle close up, right? It's the jungle close up now. I got Zia. Eventually, when the plants get bigger, I am going to have a nice little peephole here. That's what we're saving up for, Dar. That's what we want to see happen, and that's what we're working towards. That's our goal, eventually. An honest answer, says Pablo. You down bad for the girls thing. More like we down bad. Down bad in the stream, huh? Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest. As much as I would like to say, K. McNary, that I was motivated by betterment or growth, or I was motivated by success through art. A lot of things I did at 16 and 17 were just for girls. Me making music, girls. Me getting a job so I could buy things so that maybe girls would show up. The very few things. Me playing Gaia Online, girls. Definitely didn't care about Gaia Online, just got into it for girls. Dressing nice, girls. Getting a car, girls. I ended up actually improving my life. I got a lot of cool stuff. Girls wasn't one of them. Anyways, I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back, though. Hold on. There's a garbage truck for you guys, though. Whoa, that's wild. That's incredible, actually. I wasn't gonna say anything, but that's pretty cool. My shirt's been untucked this entire time. Kiwi's here. Hi, Kiwi. Garbage truck be like, chill, Omni. I got your audience. Did it even move? Did it even move on camera? Did it? I didn't. It's so noisy. We are gonna start having, guys. So next Tuesday, I'm very excited to announce this. This is a new announcement. Next Tuesday, we're going to count how many times the garbage truck beeps, and then I'm going to make a prediction out of it. And then every week, we will have to predict how many times the garbage truck beeps. It'll be less than or greater than a specific number.
Aya!
Aya! Anywho, thank you, Cyber, for the burb. Hold on. I am going to give him, before I break into the news, I'm going to give him just a minute, because he's only got one garbage truck left. I mean, one garbage can left, and I want to try to do this without all of the backing noise, which is a lot. But welcome, Kiwi. You are a little late but you're still part of the check-in. So please tell me how your Tuesday was. Was it good? My phone load 20% in the last 2 hours. It is breaking. Holy crap, Kate McNary. 2 hours? Wow. It was perfectly timed for his exit. Yes, that song is called Melancholy of a Trash Man, and I used to play it every time that man showed up. I love him. I like Trash Day. Trash Day is usually on Tuesday, but because of the holiday, it was bumped back this week to Wednesday. And next week we're going to count it. Who is ready for news? Sorry, I got a Kiwi check-in. I streamed last night and got a lot of stuff done, and then I stayed up really late playing video gaming. You guys call me a grandpa. This person just said playing video gaming. Playing video gaming? I'm replaying Fallout New Vegas. It's a very good game. I never played the Fallout games. I was never a big Is it BioWare? No. Bethesda. Sorry, BioWare is Mass Effect. I was never a really big Bethesda gamer. Like, I've never played a Bethesda game in my entire life. And maybe one day I'll try. But that's really cool that you're replaying that. Kiwi, I came home, and you were just on my laptop, and it was a very eerie thing. I was out pretty much all day. And I don't know if, I was also on Twitch. On my laptop. I was on Twitch on my phone while I was out, but then I was on Twitch on my laptop on my bed, and I came home at the end of the day, and I opened my bedroom door, and you were just on my screen. You were streaming, and I was like, whoa, did somebody raid me in here? Anyways, how was my yesterday? It was decent, Kiwi. It was decent. Zink says, I had a dog who was very unskilled for backing. Sorry, let me start that over. I had a dog who was very unskilled for... No, I read it right. I had a dog who was very unskilled for backing, and I loved doing the garbage truck beeps whenever she backed out of the corner when she had her food bowl. Oh, word. That's pretty funny. Like a dog that was just like really bad at walking backwards. I feel you on that. I think I've also had that. I never thought about making the beeping sound, though. That's really funny. I'm going to go grab something. He says, Mini Moon, thank you so much for being in here, Mini Moon. And thank you for the blessings. Hopefully I get to see you sometime soon. Please be safe, and I hope you enjoy your meal. I was never a big bio either, says Dar. Did the stream die? Sorry. I didn't realize if it did. You didn't say hello? I didn't say hello, Kiwi. I have to get better about that. I was in Aang's stream for, like, over an hour or something, like, for a pretty long time also yesterday, and I don't think I said anything. Did I? If I did, it wasn't much. But what's really weird is Aang was playing a game that I've gotten several ads for. And I didn't know that game at all played like that. I think I thought that game was a side-scroller, actually. I'm getting off track a little bit here, but sorry I didn't say hi, Kiwi. I am. I'm going to be a lot better about that in the future. I got a question. Why are people so dry? Says K. McNary. Because there's not enough lotion to go around, K. McNary. It's a very ashy world out there. Be careful. Liana says it's been choppy for me, but I also think my internet sucks. So does mine, Liana. It might be on my end, actually. I'm glad that you're streaming. I enjoy chatting with you, says K. McNary. Thank you, K. McNary. And thank you for making it into the stream. I do appreciate it. Hello, Nelly Melon. Ooh, that really rolls off the tongue, Nelly Melon. Nelly Melon, you got here just in time for the news.
Time to do the news. I think it's time to do the news. It's definitely time to do the news.
I love that. The claps, you guys always nail the claps. I never know. I love it when it's late. I love it when it's a little early. I love it when it's on time. I love it when it happens, period. Thank you so much, guys, for the claps, and welcome to the news portion of the stream. For those of you that are a little bit newer, like Nelly Melon, thank you again for your love for the plants. The news part of the stream is where I talk about things that are new. Thank you, K. McNary. Thank you, K. McNary. Late, but still good. I still appreciate it. The news portion of the stream is where I talk about new things that are going on with me and the stream. But first, before I get to that, since Nelly is here, and Nelly mentioned my plants, I'm going to do a very, very quick plant showcase. So, Nelly, you like plants. This guy up here is Zia. Zia is named after a record store in Tempe, Arizona. And Zia is a staghorn fern. It's mounted to a piece of cedar wood. Cedar, because cedar is waterproof, or water resistant at least. And I do have to kind of like dunk this whole... Thank you. Thank you, St. Port. I do have to dunk this whole thing in water in order to water Zia. Thank you. Thank you, Liana. Thank you for the claps. So I had to go with a waterproof form of wood. And so that is the first plant in the plant showcase. I feel like she's going to fall. And this is Firo. Firo is a mini monstera. It has a more scientific name that's difficult for me to pronounce because it's mostly Latin. It was Pablo. Sorry, Pablo and Liana are the same color. I just saw, I literally saw an N and an O in pink letters, and I said Liana. Sorry, Liana. Liana was the first clap. Thank you, Pablo. This is Firo. Firo was actually, I think, redeemed by Pablo, and is quite often. Firo has been growing at kind of like an odd angle right now, so I do need to get a stick for it sometimes super soon to like kind of prop it up a little bit so it doesn't pull itself out of its pot. But that is Firo. Firo's name comes from just imagination, I guess. It's something that I used to name up main characters in RPGs when I was a kid. This one is Agnes. Agnes is a pothos plant. It's a vine plant, so it's going to get really long. I kind of like it at this stage, though, because it's really thick and just kind of spiked up. It's really, really nice. However, it is eventually going to be like hanging outside of the pot, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do about that. I don't know if I'm going to keep pruning it to just make it like this bushy afro, or if I'm going to allow it to do its full vine adventure. I don't know. We're still deciding. Very easy to take care of, though, Agnes. This one is the newest plant. Her name is Viv, and we started making her a theme song today, so that's really exciting. Tomorrow I'm probably going to expand on it a little bit. It's a Coleus plant, and it has a very different shade of green than the other ones, and it's got a little bit of red in there. Very big fan of this plant. And its name comes from a comic book character, which was the daughter of Vision from Marvel. And this big guy is Booba. It was the first plant that I got, and because of that, it is also the biggest. It is a heart leaf philodendron. But honestly, some of these leaves are getting these like little cuts in them. See, like this one? They're growing like that. Like, I'm not doing that. They're coming out like that. And like this one over here. See that one? And so I feel like it's not I don't feel like it's a monstera, but now it's even this new leaf that's growing up over here, it might have a little cut in it. I don't know. Anyways, and that's Booba. Its name is just random. It comes from nothing, but it happens to be a TV show, I guess, that's really disgusting, and so I've been thinking about renaming him ever since. Usually Ellis is also here, but Ellis is having difficulties. Ellis is like on death's door, so I've been trying to give it some special love, I suppose. Now, back to the news. Thank you so much, Nellie Mellon, for saying what you said about the plants, and also thank you for being here. We appreciate you for making the time for the show. The first order of business in news is always a song recommendation that I make, and what is today's song? Today's song, Get Well Soon, Plant, says Nellie. Thank you, Nellie. I appreciate that. We're trying our best with Ellis. Today's song is called... Sorry. Thank you for the Spotify. Thank you for the Spotify. Liana has linked to the Spotify playlist that I have for the Morning Medley song recommendations. This song is so good, says Forginal. Forginal! Chanson de jour d'hiver is the name of this song by Cortex. Now, Cortex is a group, but Cortex is kind of led by a man in particular that's a really, really, really prevalent and... what's the word I want to say? What's the word? Prolific. A very, very prolific jazz musician. So there's three reasons why I'm recommending this song to you guys today. The first reason is because it's a very, very, very good song. The second reason is because in jazz, in a lot of jazz music, a lot of times I talk about different genres. I talk about disco. I talk about hip-hop. I talk about rock and roll music. I talk about metal music. Sometimes. I talk about math rock. Sometimes. And we talk about the origins of a lot of these forms of music and how they kind of just go where they go because everybody can hear them and we can all be inspired, right? Even before the internet, you know, people can be inspired by sounds via touring bands or via the radio or just through passing around records. And even though jazz is kind of a thing, like as we know it, especially bebop jazz is much more of an American thing that kind of has this really cool sonic diaspora all over the world, there's a lot of very, very good French jazz music. And I would say that a lot of acid jazz that I particularly like doesn't actually come from the States, which is funny. But leaving that alone to say that the second reason that I'm recommending this song to you is because I do want to start recommending a little bit more French music. But before I get into too much like French folk music and like more indicative French styles of music, I wanted to recommend this song because if you didn't know, I think that most people wouldn't just assume this song was written by a French person. It's a very, very unique sound, but it's still jazz at its roots. It's very jazzy. It's a beautiful song. And so I wanted to recommend this to you guys today because it is from France. And I want you guys to have not only a taste of what jazz sounds like in America and sounds like from South America, because I have recommended some more like bossa nova vibes in previous streams, or even Japanese and Korean jazz music. I want you guys to also hear from Europe. So we're going to be going through Europe and for a few of the song recommendations to come in the next few weeks and digging through some stuff there. But that's the second reason why I wanted you guys to listen to this song, because it's jazz from France, baby. And the third reason why I want you guys to listen to this song is because this song specifically has been huge for America. If you listen to this song and you don't immediately recognize it, that's okay. That's fine. I already saw up earlier in the chat that Forginal even knows this song. But this song has been used in like ads in Japan. This song has been used in a bunch of hip hop beats in America. This song has been redone, covered, remixed. It's almost like its own form of The Girl from Ipanema. Obviously, The Girl from Ipanema is this bossa nova titan that just like exists unparalleled in the South America, Central America, North American jazz like focus, that kind of like jazz scene, that jazz scope. But this song has wild, far-reaching arms. When you listen to it, and we're going to talk about it again tomorrow because I'm going to end up recommending a song that pulls heavily from it. Those are the 3 reasons why I want you guys to listen to this song. 1, it's just a good song. 2, this song comes from France. It's more of like a French jazz sound. And 3, because this song, in conversations that we're going to have in the future, you'll see it has been huge. It's been hugely inspirational, even to me as a musician. There's a lot of things in this song where if you listen to the song and then you listen to Signals, or you listen to the song and then you listen to Ego Death or something like that, you can see where I have pulled some pretty loose but still conscious inspiration from this song. The song and the way that it's arranged. Oof. It's very good. It's very good. Sorry. A lot of bossa nova, but none as far-reaching as the Backyardigans Castaways, the foremost influential track of our time. Oh my god, Cyber. I feel so old. Ron is late, but Ron made it, baby. Welcome, Ron. I'm glad that you were able to make it here. Again, this is Chanson d'un jour d'hiver by Cortex. Please listen to it if you get a chance. It has been added to the Morning Medley song recommendations playlist on Spotify, which Liana linked up a little bit earlier in the chat. Forginal says, this song's been sampled so much. Forginal knows what's up. Forginal, do we need to have a conversation? Would you like to step into my office? I feel like you know too much. Ain't that the MF Doom sample says, Dr. Eminem? Dr. Eminem. Can I speak to both of you in my office? I'd like to have a word. Jazz is amazing, says Nelly Mellon. Absolutely, I agree with this. Please, I'm excited for these French songs, says Kiwi. Oh, Kiwi. Oh. The deep well of French music that I listen to. Ooh, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. For the past like 60 or some odd episodes, I have been focusing a lot on America and the East, right? Like, I've been like Japan, Korea, North America, Central America, and South America. I haven't really dug too much into Europe, and I haven't dug too much into like the Middle East or Southeast Asia or like Russia and stuff like that. I haven't dug too deep. I'm trying to make it so that's not too jarring, so there's like somewhat of a trajectory for the song recommendations. So bear with me, but we are going to be getting into Europe, not only France, but because of my specific like artistic roots in France, we're going to be spending a little bit of time there for sure, Kiwi. Just you wait. I got to catch up on the playlist. I'm like 40 songs behind, says Liana. Word up. No hard feelings, right? I mean, sometimes I forget how many songs it is. It's a lot. I need to get more into European music because there's a lot of digging to do, says Dr. Eminem. I feel you on that, Dr. Eminem. Digging through music, digging in the crates, digging through samples, digging through like early compositions is interesting to me because I very rarely get the opportunity to do it. I haven't listened to music recreationally, you all, in years. Like, I used to just... There was a store. The store that this plant is named after, Zia, there was a place called Zia Records in Arizona that I used to just go to when I had free time. And I would just look through records, or sometimes they would just have music playing in the store. I'm like, what is this? And they're like, this is the Shins. Or I'm like, what is this? And they're like, this is Midnight Juggernaut. And I'm like, do they have any music in here? And he's like, yeah, right over there. And I just buy music. I would just buy music based off of like 30 seconds of one song I heard. Or sometimes I would just go in there and I would go to a section of music I kind of liked, like the math rock section. And I would just buy stuff blind and listen to it in the car, go home and listen to, like, that's not really my experience with music anymore. And it's really sad. It's really sad, and I would like to get back there. I don't think that I have the mental fortitude to get back there super soon, but I think that probably after I put out my next big piece of music, my next big project, and I like tour or whatever, and then I go back into a semi-hiatus point, I'm probably just going to start like consuming. I miss consuming. I'm going to start reading books again. I'm going to start like just listening to music for no reason again, because in this like hyper productive space I've been in, both mentally and physically, I haven't really had that. The fact that I've been playing video games as often as I do lately is like really bizarre. I even feel weird. Like with the PSN free games every month, and also with just like games. Like I'm playing that dodgeball game. Before I was playing that, I was like playing Resident Evil 7. Before I was playing that, it's like I'm just kind of like playing games again. And for a while, guys, I was down to playing like one game a year, maybe two. And I'm kind of getting back in touch with like my kid self of like just playing games because they're out and I'm curious. And yeah, I kind of miss that. Let's play games, baby, says Cyber. Thank you so much for the follow. Rav? Oh, just like TT. Don't like my TT. That's a K-pop song, I think. What I said. And I don't think that's what your username's a reference to, but welcome and thank you for the follow. How are you doing? TT. There's a record store near me, and I love to get music that I'm not familiar with. Dr. Eminem, please never lose that. Please never lose that bug you have, because it's caused me a lot of sorrow not having that anymore. I've been singing Into the Thick of It since 2007, and I'm kind of grumpy that it's just now catching on, says Aang. Oh, the Backyardigans song. I suppose. The Backyardigans song? I'm just guessing. I have no idea. I think I'm the opposite end. Having consumed so much, I want to get back into creating, says Liana. Ooh, Liana. Trade me. The balance. The balance beam of being a human being. Same Port says, I relate to that cycle of gaming. It's weird. Yeah, just like gaming a bunch and then not at all. It's really strange. A bunch of kids are older now, and that's their nostalgia. I guess Cyber. TTT Rav says, pretty good, bro. Just watching your stream while I'm at work. I hope you're having a good day at work. I hope you're having a good day at work, really. And thank you for being on the stream. We all appreciate you here. But Cyber, you're absolutely right. I think one of the things... I always have, like, what I call grandpa moments of being like, what is it called? We're saying sheesh now. Everybody's saying sheesh. What's up? Am I down bad in 4K? Is she down bad in 4K? I feel like there's like a lot of like grandpa things that'll happen. And one specific grandpa thing for me now is seeing, not now. This was like a few years ago, maybe 5 years ago. It was seeing people nostalgic for things that I was too old to like. People being like, oh my God, you remember this? And they post something, and I'm like, what the heck is that? They're like, you don't remember this commercial? You don't remember the commercial? Oh my God. It would come on like every day. Like I can remember back in like back in the day, back in like 2013. This weird, I'm like 2013? I don't know what they're talking about. I think a lot of my nostalgia is really broken because when I was a kid, I watched like Laverne and Shirley. So sometimes I will be like, man, remember Laverne and Shirley? Remember Happy Days? And then even people my own age are like, well, what are you talking? What the heck is that? Remember Sit Ubu Sit? Does anybody remember Sit Ubu Sit? Sorry. Cypher says my tire replacement cost me $0 because I have tire warranty for 5 years. Heck yeah, baby. Would have cost me $100 otherwise. Still, that sounds like... Maybe I'm like ruined by California tire prices. I swear, they sell them here like they're made out of like woven silk or something. This is super real, says Sophia. Hi, Sophia. I think of the smock smoking commercial a lot with the deflated girl on the couch. She was actually just vibing, and her friend just wasn't about it. Oh, yeah. I mean, she had smoked too much. Sometimes when you smoke too much, you vibe too hard. I just feel like, yeah, seeing people that are nostalgic for a time that you don't remember is pretty wild, right? Like, I talk about being nostalgic for things that I'm sure a lot of people just don't get. Maybe because they're a little bit older than me. Maybe because they're a little bit younger than me, right? But one thing that I have realized, guys, and this will be my off-ramp of the highway of this stream. One of the things that I have realized, and it's made me maybe a little bit more well-rounded of a person, is realizing that a lot of the things that seem stupid to me, I would have been into if timing were not an issue, right? A lot of times kids that come up to me and they're like, they show me the thing and they're like, isn't this hilarious? And I'm like, this is trash, bro. Like, I don't like this at all. This is brain dead. This makes me feel like I'm losing brain cells. Like people that have like the TikTok thing, like TikTok sometimes makes me feel like my brain is melting, and not in like a cool way, like how Rez did, but in a bad way. And I think, honestly, back to my younger years, and there was a lot of things I engaged with that were super brain dead. Like E-Bomb's World. E-Bomb's World was my brain dead TikTok. The only difference is, oh, he's coming! Look at him go! Look at the big arm go! Oh, he's tearing him up. He's tearing him up. I wish this tree wasn't here. Oh, you guys don't have the amazing view that I have of this. It's crazy. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Anyways, Sophia says, it's crazy, like, knowing your friend is 20 and you're 25 and not thinking that's weird, but then, like, they'll bring up something that they loved when they were in middle school and elementary school, and it was something that you were into in high school. Yeah, right? Because when we're adults, 5 years is not that big of a deal. I have friends that are 5 years older than me and 5 years younger, but when you're a kid, 5 years is like an entire demographic. Like, 5 years could be the difference between elementary school and high school. And those two age differences, those two age brackets did not engage in the same media. It's very interesting. It's very interesting to think about. Look at him go. Thank you so much, Jack Black, for the follow. Is that you, Jack Black? Is that the real one? I loved you in School of Rock. Why does the garbage truck smoke like that? What is that smoke coming from? Kiwi says commercials now are crazy. I would love it if this were an ad. I would love it if this were an ad. If I could get little ads to show up down here, like this was an ad for like the garbage truck or something like that. This was an ad for waste management. I would love that. They put a trap beat on everything, says Kiwi, talking about ads now. I mean, there was a brief period of time where they were putting dubstep on everything. Remember that? There was like a Twizzlers like dubstep ad. Whatever's big at the time, you know, and trap beats seem to be what the kids like. Kids love trap. I'm surprised that I haven't seen an ad on TV that has like bass boosted, that has like an overdriven like clipping like tune. I'm surprised I haven't seen that. Has anybody seen that? Does this truck have some name? I call him Republic. Sorry, I call him I think I call him Republic Services. Republic Services 888-742-5234 is what I call him. It's a cute name. It's like a little pet name that we have. I consider Tenacious D to be one of those movies. Those movies. Please don't ask me to elaborate. I'm bluffing. Tenacious D is one of those. Tenacious D, everything about Tenacious D is like one of those things that's like kind of brain dead. But Jack Black is such an amazing musician and just personality that like, it's hard for me not to like it. I caught you going over. Tee-hee, says Lucy. Yeah, I'm going over a little bit. Sorry. I'm waiting for the garbage truck to leave so that we can talk about raids. Who are we raiding, by the way? Does anybody have any recommendations? It's only a matter of time till we hear that in a commercial, says St. Port, talking about, like, bass boosted. KM, says Liana. It's his birthday! Well, alright. Why does everybody have a birthday, like, around the same time? First me, then Soups. No, first Kit, then me, then Soups. Now KM Punk. Alright, KM Punk it is. That's sweet. This is cause for celebration. And with that, the garbage truck is gone. I'm going to play the theme, and then we can do closing comments. Hey, what's up, Astrophantast? Astrophantast? Ooh, that's the wrong chord. each other. I'll see you guys tomorrow for morning medley number 360. Oh no, is it 69? Apple, everybody.